hello to all of the beautiful people out there.
Yes.
And that means all of you.
All the beautiful people. And hello to you ugly people, too.
They're all beautiful, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right, so welcome to the mustacheandthebeard.com. Two great geeks changing the world one post at a time. My name is Louis Matos. I am the lion tamer. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Ah! And joining me today is my friend, my buddy, my pal, my partner in crime, my PIC, the Lion.
Junior Figueroa here, a.k.a. the Lion. The lion sleeps tonight.
A wee mo wet, a wee mo wet,
a wee mo wet, a wee mo wet. We're coming to you live.
You's lying. You a lion.
What? I'm a lion. That's what I do. I'm a lion. We're coming to you live from Puerto Rico, where we remain on lockdown. Why are we on lockdown? Well, basically because the governor said so. But we are in extreme lockdown. Today's Sunday, which means nobody can go out. You cannot leave your house. If your house is on fire, you can't leave your house.
You can leave your house if it's on fire.
No, if it's on, you have to burn with it.
All right.
No,
well,
seriously. I spoke to a Republican. That's what they said.
What we couldn't do is get our special apple juice.
Oh, God.
So today we have to settle for water. All right.
Water.
But it's hot, so it's okay. We need to keep hydrated.
Water. Not even tequila.
All right, so today, what we have in store is we are going to enter the Maelstrom for the third time. So this is our Enter the Maelstrom video number 3. And this one's going to be especially different, even though our first one, we probably should have divided it in half with Marvel superheroes.
Yeah, we probably could have organized that better.
But you know, it's okay. That first one was an hour long with, you know, both Marvel and DC superheroes and things that you could binge.
This whole thing is about providing you with stuff that you can binge.
Content.
Yes, because you're on lockdown like us. And we've heard that there are people out there that are actually bored. So we're trying to give you some options.
Yes. So today, our first video was on the superheroes. Our second video was on the science fiction shows that you should watch. And today, we are going to do a tossed salad, which is
all over the place.
All over the place. So
all over the place.
So I asked the Beard to go through his Amazon Prime shows to take a look and see if, you know, what shows that he could choose to binge. And I said, just don't worry about the genre. And so we're just going to...
The only thing was that there'd be 3 seasons or more.
Yes, that was the only requirement that I had. And so, and I will come up with... I have a list of Netflix shows that I believe that you should watch. And so all of these are recommendations. So yeah, so
right, everything that I'm recommending, I've watched.
Yes, and we like.
Right.
So those are the only caveats. And so this way, and we're going to try and keep it to a half an hour.
Yeah. So we better get started.
Yeah, without further ado, because we're going to get lost somewhere along the line.
Yeah, because I got a big mouth.
No.
I'll admit it, I got a big mouth.
Okay.
But I'm pretty, so people don't mind. Okay, so you want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, my first pick is Strike Back. Strike Back.
Woo!
Yay!
I like that show.
A drama, spy fiction, action, adventure. I love this show. I really love this show. It's an interesting show. And in terms of stars, this is where it gets a little tricky because the very first season, the star was Richard Armitage, right? But he left to do The Hobbit because Richard Armitage happens to be the king, the king of the Hobbits. Uh-huh. Okay? Mm-hmm. So he left the show to do The Hobbits. So he was replaced by Philip Winchester and Sullivan Stapleton. an American and a Brit.
Yeah.
What is really interesting is that the American is played by the Brit, and the Brit is played by an American. Go figure.
I don't know why they did that.
This is action, adventure, military spy. Oh man, it is good. The two guys start out not liking each other, but they quickly bond. I mean, what happened? You know, how can you stay mad at somebody who saves your life?
And it's Showtime, so you know they showed a little more, right?
Yeah, it's a little racier. It's got 8 seasons, people.
Oh my God!
8
really?
seasons.
I didn't know it lasted that long.
Yes, 76 episodes.
Wow.
Okay, and I recommend it, and I think
absolutely,
I think
agree.
The Beard recommends it also. Both of us.
You
We
mean
haven't
the
watched it
mustache.
together.
He's the Beard.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You're the most. No, you're the Lion Tamer. The Lion Tamer recommends it, and his lion recommends it.
And we ain't lying.
And we ain't lying. We ain't tame either. Okay, that's my first.
Okay, super. That's excellent. That's a very good pick to start off with.
Strike Back.
Yes, Strike Back. All right, well, I'm going to start with a heavy hitter right off the bat. Listen, if you have never watched Criminal Minds, 12 seasons. Wow. 12 seasons. Now, listen, I recommend this as a horror guy because some of the stories are really horrific. And, you know, not that they ever skate, you know, through to the supernatural. This is more like real life serial killers and FBI profilers. So, Criminal Minds, listen, it's 12 seasons long. Do you think it would have lasted that long? And it's network television.
No, and it's 12 seasons, and it survived cast changes.
Yes, absolutely. Another thing.
For a show, you know, that's a delicate thing. When cast members leave and they have to be replaced.
Mandy Patinkin being part of it.
Yeah. And it survived multiple cast, which meant this is quality stuff.
Absolutely. So yeah, this is a heavy. That's why I call it a heavy hitter because you're talking about 22 episodes per season times 12 seasons. You're talking about close to 250. I'm gonna say just off the top of my head with my math. So yeah, definitely. I'm gonna say this is something that if you're into, you know, cop shows, police procedurals, you know, just drama. Yeah, this is some really good stuff, and they do characterization along the way.
And if you're also into ensemble cast,
yes,
that's one of the beauties of this show is that it's an ensemble cast, and over time you really get to love each individual character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they really because it's an ensemble cast. You know, one day they focus on one character and his or her storyline, and it's just pretty super. I highly recommend this show.
Yes. Okay. Now, my next pick is one of my all-time favorite shows, Leverage. Oh my God, do I love this show?
This one I don't know.
You've never seen Leverage?
No, I've never seen.
Okay,
Leverage.
now we gotta watch Leverage. Basically,
is this Timothy Hutton?
This is Timothy Hutton. Basically, it's 5 people, 4 thieves and a thief catcher, who get together and help people. They provide leverage. Let's say you're entitled to some money and the company won't give it to you. They will get it for you. Okay? Let's say your insurance...
They're lawyers?
No. 4 thieves and a thief catcher.
Oh.
It is...
So they get it by other means.
It's sort of like the old Mission Impossible. Timothy Hutton is the brains. Mm-hmm. You have a girl who's a thief. You have a guy who's muscle. You have a guy who's a hacker and gadgets. And you have a female who does what females do, you know.
Provocative.
Yes. So and they go out there, and it's a con. They will con the bad guys out of giving you what you deserve. And they did this for 5 seasons, 77 episodes, and I loved the show. Oh my God! It starred Timothy Hutton and Gina Bellman among an ensemble cast, which also included Jerry Ryan, because when Gina Bellman, in her personal life, got pregnant, she had to step out of the show.
Oh, wow.
She was her character was replaced by Jerry Ryan for a season, and then after she had the baby, she came back.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, and it was beautifully done. It was beautifully handled. So yeah, I recommend. On a Great Geek scale, 5.
Wow.
I give it a 5.
Wow.
And we are going to watch it.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's add that to the list.
We're going to watch it. I didn't realize you had never watched it.
I have never seen it.
We are going to watch it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go a little bit out of our genres, and I'm gonna go to comedy.
Go ahead.
All right. And so I'm gonna recommend, and if you've never watched this, I'm gonna recommend the American version of The Office.
Oh, okay.
All right. Absolutely, you have some really marquee talent. I didn't go into going for stars. I just am going off the cuff. Listen. This was a funny show. All right. You have, the writer of A Quiet Place, the actor of The Quiet Place. What's this guy's name?
You put me on the spot.
I know. Sorry. Yeah, but usually you can remember these things.
I can't think.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. So in The Office, you had. Right, I should have written it down.
Yeah,
but
that guy from Get Smart.
Yeah, but I wasn't talking about him.
No, I'm saying.
Yeah,
he's one of the stars.
Yeah. All right. So we have John Krasinski was who I was thinking of. All right. So John Krasinski was from. He wrote A Quiet Place and starred in it, and is writing A Quiet Place too. And Jenna Fisher. And the person you're talking about is Steve Carell. Steve Carell, hilarious.
Love him. I love him.
And he's one of those. He's a boss, so not always the guy that you like. All right, and he played it well, because despite the fact that you don't like him, sometimes your heart rips for him, because sometimes he's such a moron that you're like, God. All right, so totally. I enjoyed this, and Rainn Wilson, who could, Rainn Wilson is another funny guy. So yeah, I'm going to recommend the 9 seasons of The Office.
9 seasons.
The American Office. Yeah. Funny show.
Okay, wait. Okay, so you did something different. So I'm going to do something different. I had this for later on, but I'm going to recommend Downton Abbey.
Oh, really?
Yes,
I've heard a lot of people like that.
A historical period drama. Yes.
It doesn't call to me at all.
Yeah, it didn't call to me either, but I had to watch it for school.
Oh, did you?
And I argued with my professor. Look, professor, I'm already watching so many shows. Why are you going to make me watch this thing? He said, you have to watch it. And then watch the first episode and let me know what you think. So I watched the first episode, and I came and I told her, I hate you. I hate you because I'm hooked now, and I know I'm going to keep watching this damn show, and so you've added another to my list of shows. I hate you. But despite the fact that I said that, I still got an A in that class. But Downton Abbey, listen. Let me tell you something. You watch that first episode, you're gonna get hooked. Everybody that I know that has watched it has gotten hooked. And the show was on for 6 seasons. Okay? 52 episodes, because this is a British show. 52 episodes plus one movie.
Wow.
Okay, they made a movie after the show was over. It stars Hugh Bonneville and Jessica Brown Findlay.
So the show's over.
Yeah, the show's over.
I thought I was.
The show's over.
How many seasons?
6 seasons.
Okay.
6 seasons. Now I'm listing Hugh Bonneville and Jessica Brown Findlay because they were the top names. That list of cast members is a mile long and includes Elizabeth McGovern.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
And Maggie Smith.
Wow.
Dame Maggie Smith. Okay. So let me tell you something. It's an amazing show.
Yeah.
It's an amazing show. And it's not my usual cup of tea.
Yeah, it's not your genre.
It's not my genre. It's not. But I was hooked.
But you're a lot more forgiving about British shows because you understand the language a little better than I do.
Hey, we're all
Accents.
supposed to be speaking English.
I know. But yeah, just like I'm sure if they heard me speaking, they're like, "What did he say?" Because I have my Brooklyn accent.
Actually, they watch so much American TV, they have no problem understanding.
Oh, okay. See, okay, that's my problem then. All right. Let's move it right along.
Right.
Oh, okay. I know where I'm going. Okay. I'm going somewhere. Listen, when I broke up with my fiancée, I went to live with my sister. And my niece made me watch a show that she would watch with my brother. All right? And so... and I totally got hooked on this show. Totally not my genre, but I know this is a show that a lot of people loved. It is called Glee.
Oh!
Yeah.
I love Glee.
The drama.
I love
the music. The emotional ups and downs. It's just...
the singing.
The singing. Because if you're musically inclined, and most of us are, because that's how we reach heaven, it is how. Let me tell you, these songs, they just reach you, and they're perfect for the dramatic moment that they are doing on screen. It is something to behold, and I never watched it while it was on. Never watched it, even though my brother would be like, "You gotta watch this show," and I'm like, "No, I don't want to watch it." It just never called to me. But let me tell you, my niece said, "Sit right there. You're gonna watch this like your brother used to watch this with me." Of course, she says that. How am I not gonna do that? So I sat there with my niece, and let me tell you, I would watch Glee, and she wouldn't let me move forward on episodes unless she was sitting next to me. So here I am crying, and I'm trying to hide my tears from my niece. And she's like, "Are you crying?" I was like, "Leave me alone. You make me watch this stuff. I'm going to watch it. Let me cry if I need to cry." And so she would know that an emotional moment is coming, and we're sitting on these two Barca loungers, and she would turn. Her face would be like, getting ready, because she knew this is an emotional moment. I'm like, But yeah, absolutely, I totally recommend it. I was totally sold on the show. In fact, talking about it right now, I think I'm going to put it on my queue to rewatch.
I agree.
Right, yeah.
I agree.
All right, so yeah, that's a good show.
Okay, I got a heavy hitter here, and this was at one time my granddaughter's favorite show.
Uh-huh.
It still might be. It's no longer on, but it still may be her favorite show. The show is Bones.
Oh, Bones.
Crime drama, comedy drama.
Really? There's comedy in it?
Yeah, you've never seen Bones?
No, that's another show I've never seen.
Oh my God!
I know.
Yes, Temperance Brennan. You have David. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right. Boreanaz. Angel.
Yeah, Boreanaz. Yeah. Boreanaz.
Angel from
Buffy.
From Buffy, right? He plays Booth. an FBI agent who turns to Temperance Brennan and her team of forensic anthropologists at the Jeffersonian, because it's supposed to be the Smithsonian, but they call it the Jeffersonian. And he nicknames her Bones because
she's a doctor.
She messes with bones. So he names her Bones. And for 12 seasons, they fight crime together.
Wow.
And
that's on Amazon now.
Yes.
Wow.
And it's on Amazon. 246 episodes.
That's unbelievable. See, that's
246 episodes. And I watched them. My granddaughter watched them. I loved the show from the very first episode. And you'll fall in love with the characters, you'll fall in love with the drama, and I wholeheartedly recommend it.
wow.
Bones. 12 seasons, 246 episodes.
All right. Woo-hoo! That's a heavy hitter, all right. You don't want to get hit with all those episodes. All right. Okay. So I am going to go again to, all right, something a little, okay, I'm going to go with American Horror Story.
Aha.
All right. This is an anthology type show because every season is its own contained plot line. There are 8 seasons of it, so there's a lot here. Not every season is stellar, but every season contains horrors galore. All right, so if you are a horror fanatic, clearly American Horror Story. So it's divided up into 13 episodes per season. Sometimes some of them are 10 episodes. And what happens is it's like a movie. And again, it's in 13 chapters, the movie, and you just follow along and are swept away. Some of the content is a little adult.
The horror.
So I would recommend that, if you have a young child with you, probably not a good show to watch with them. But, listen, I started watching horror movies at 8 years old, so some of us have that bent, and we're a little bent, and we stay a little bent the whole time. All right, so I recommend American Horror Story, 8 seasons, with Jessica Lange in every season. Because what they do is they use the same actors.
Right, their own ensemble cast.
So it's an ensemble cast, but they change them up and but
that's cool.
Yeah, it's so in one season they're the good guy, and the next season they're the bad guy. So really, really interesting show, and the dynamic is just. And as a hardcore horror fan, total recommend for me. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna go now to mystery.
Oh.
I'm going to recommend a show called Monk. Tony Shalhoub.
I think I saw it the first season, maybe.
Yes, also known as the Defective Detective. Because this guy's got everything wrong with him. He never recovered from the death of his wife. And it has left him emotionally and mentally disabled. That he has a home attendant. He has
oh, really?
That girl in the show is his home attendant. He's considered disabled.
Right, I know he is. I remember that.
Her name is Biddy Schramm. The actress is Biddy Schramm. But the guy's brilliant. The guy is
kind
Sherlock
of
Holmes,
a modern day Rain Man.
Yeah. He absolutely brilliant. He can't stand dirt. He can't stand to see something out of place. If a painting is off, or he absolutely can't stand. But every episode he manages to kill to find the killer. And he works because he was a detective.
Mm-hmm.
He was a detective before this happened to him. And so now his old captain hires him as a consultant. He's a consultant to the police department. So every time they get stuck, they come to him, and he figures it out, despite everything that's wrong with him.
Yeah, despite his.
In a way, it's a kind of nice message that you can overcome.
Handy capable.
Yeah, you can overcome and still be functional, still be still contribute. Anyway, it was on for 8 seasons.
Wow.
8 seasons, 125 episodes.
Unbelievable.
125 episodes, and you got to watch Tony Shalhoub. Oh my God! Talk about acting, because I've seen him in other things. Have you ever seen that? That was
Wings. He was in Wings.
And he was also in that horror movie, 13 Rooms.
No, I never saw him in a horror movie. I don't think.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, he did a horror movie. I think it's the 13th Room.
Oh,
yeah. So if you see him in other things, and then you see him in the show, you see his acting range. So I recommend it. A Monk.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, we have about 4 more. Well, I guess this will be the last one.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go with Riverdale. Okay, if you haven't seen Riverdale, it is a teen drama horror show. Okay, so yes, you see Archie and everybody that you're familiar with all. If you ever saw the comics or the digests, them in cartoon form. Listen, this is not them. This is them, in a more mature content, more mature-oriented kind of storylines. However, I love it. Okay? And I'm not into the teen drama stuff, and some of it is a little sappy. However, there is some hardcore adult, scary stuff, all right? And I don't call it hardcore horror, but it is some scary stuff. Some situations that are, crime, drama related kind of stuff, murders and mysteries and stuff like that. So all of it, and Betty becomes like a Nancy Drew character. So absolutely, and these actors are, Cole Sprouse. He's grown up. He was in Big Daddy, was it? With and he's grown up, and it's like, he's a handsome young man.
What a hunk.
Well, he's a handsome young man, and it's like, I can't believe he grew up to be that, and yeah, I love the acting in this. All of the people are perfect as far as casting is concerned. So yeah, and this is, even though it's skating the line with 3 seasons, I strongly suggest.
Isn't it still ongoing?
Oh, it is ongoing.
It's ongoing, yeah. So it's 3 seasons.
Now.
Yeah.
And in next month it'll be the 4th season will be put on Netflix. So absolutely, it's a big recommend for me. My sister Dee is the one that got me hooked. She said, "Oh, it's not." I'm like, it doesn't call to me. And she goes, "No, it's not Archie the comics." And so she sat me down again, just like her daughter.
But it must be interesting to watch, knowing the characters, even if it isn't even if it, because you okay, it may not be the comic, but you know who Archie is.
Yeah, Principal Betty. Weatherby.
Yeah, you know Veronica. You know Jughead.
Yeah, Principal Weatherby is black in this. They do some really cool stuff. Veronica is Latin. Is Latino. So it's great to see, All right, so yeah, that's a big recommend for me. We're getting close to...
Yeah, we should leave it right
here. Yeah, we'll leave it right here. We're excited. That was great.
If you want, we could do this again next week. I only got through half of my stuff. I'm sure you only got through half of your stuff also.
Yeah.
So we could do we could do a part 2 next week. We've made some good recommendations.
Absolutely,
here,
some heavy
These
hitters.
dynamite. This is dynamite stuff, really, and it's on Amazon, free, and it's on Netflix. Well, not free. I mean, you have to pay for Netflix, but you get what I'm saying. You're not paying on an individual basis.
Yeah, it's not paying extra.
Yeah. So take advantage of it, guys. We're doing all the work for you.
Yeah, we hope you absolutely like what we've suggested. If you haven't, that's all right. Leave a comment.
Yes. If you have suggestions on how we can improve it or something else, if you want us to recommend something.
If you want us to be genre specific, we could do that too.
Yeah.
All right. With that having been said, my name is Louis Matos. I am the mustache.
I'm Junior Figueroa. I beat the beard.
He be the beard.
I beat the beard.
And so we say thank you for tuning in. We say take it easy.
Hasta la vista.
See you later. And
peace.
Bye.